Welcome to Classic Car Cave, or welcome back to Classic Car Cave. So I'm just putting this video, I've just got back from Hungary probably a couple of hours ago, I guess it is. So we stayed down there overnight, we got all the work done on the XK we had to do. Got it off the chassis, which you'll see in the video, put it back on the jig. And one of the massive surprises is, well, not surprises, but I didn't realise how bad it was when it goes from the chassis to the jig, the difference. Anyway, I've got all the doors off, the boot, everything we need to take off for it being painted underneath, inside the engine compartment. Once all the panels are painted, the panels that are being put on afterwards, we'll then take it off the jig, put it back onto the chassis for the last time with the fibre and the aluminium washers, set it in, secure it all, and then the car will be painted on the outside so that there's no movement in it, because unfortunately taking it from the jig to the back onto the car is not only quite dangerous, but you can crack or you can damage the paintwork because it's a roadster, and even with the strengthening box section inside it, it's still twisting slightly, and I don't want to do that. So this is the plan that we've come up with. In actual fact, it was the painter's plan, which is a much better way of doing it. It means we have to go back down again in 3 or 4 weeks. But that's fine. I'd rather do it that way than have any cracking or leaching on the paint or any other problems. And it should hopefully be ready sort of end of May, middle to the end of May, and then we can bring it back and start hopefully putting it back together and get it on the road for 23. I would like to get it on the road for 23, have it finished and turfed and everything. So I hope you enjoy the video. There's a little surprise in it as well. A bit of a surprise to me. I was kind of caught unaware, but I couldn't let it go for what the guy was asking for it. So and it seems I've already got something. I've got a good friend that's interested in it. I don't want to make any money out of it. I just didn't want to see it sat there, and I had an empty trailer. I was going back from Hungary to Austria with an empty trailer, so I thought, oh, what the hell. And I've talked to him this afternoon, so I've only had the car a few hours, and he's very intrigued, wants it anyway, and I don't need to make any money on it, but I would like it to just, I've got all the paperwork and everything for it, so we'll see. We'll try and get it running for him, and if he's interested, if not, then we'll use it as a garden ornament or something. I might do something with it. It's a bit of fun. Anyway, I hope you enjoy the video, and there will be quite a few other videos before we go back down for the XK, because I've got quite a few projects I'm going to be doing in the next 4 weeks anyway, which I hope will be of interest here. Some car related, some not. Sorry I look like I've just been dragged through a hedge backwards and forwards, but I pretty much have. We've been kind of, Mia and I really went for it to get all this stuff done. So I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye for now. The next thing is load up the van with all the stuff, all the bits and pieces. There she is, something square. Bloody heavy to pull it up with that system, but it went on. There she is. Just about the right height from that top of that door. I think it was 7 centimetres between that clip. A little bit high on the back because we've got the dolly wheel down, but it just misses it by a few centimetres, so I'm lucky. So she's on, thank God. Okay, so this is the setup that he's got for picking cars up. Let's go down to Hungary. Look at the size of that trailer. It's a big ass trailer. Big 6-wheeler. Huge setup. There's the jig on the back. So this is the workshop we're at. This is the car on the two-poster. He has some very nice cars in here. So the jig is coming down on another vehicle. So we're going to get this off. And he's got some really nice bits and pieces in here. Alfa Romeo, Spider, Ferrari, Amazon. I think it's an Amazon, isn't it? Station wagon. Sierra Estate there. NSU. It's got some lovely stuff. It's another chassis for an XK 150. Pair of monkey bikes. Another Alpha. This is a moulding. He does carbon fibre, and he has a cutting table there at the back for it. So he makes things like these. This is actually not carbon fibre. This is fiberglass. The finish on it is perfect. I'm not sure what car it's for, but yeah. So the company's called Fibre Tech. So this is where we're basically stripping it down to the chassis, and then when the jig comes, we'll put it on that. So we'll crack on. So he's got a few strange cars there. He's got a few NSUs and a bunch of Jags in the front. This is another chassis belonging to somebody else. And yeah, we just happened to be looking around and he offered me a car. So I thought, well, why not? So I bought a Trabant. You won't believe this. It's got the paintwork for it and everything. So it's a little 2-cylinder Trabant. Yeah, I mean, come on. Spoiler on a Trabant. Even a tow hitch is taking the piss, but a spoiler, that's just something else. So yeah, so I bought it off him, and it's going to be probably end up as a garden ornament, or we'll paint it pink or something. Yeah, a little 2-cylinder Trabant, €150. So what's that? About 130 quid. Be a bit of fun. So we'll take it back with us tomorrow. God knows what my wife will say when she sees this. What would you buy that piece of shit for? But there you go. So yeah, I need to crack on with the chassis and see what's going on. So we'll get the body off, and then around the front he's got a shitload of Jaguars, but the newer models, Mark II, a Jag, and a lot of Russian stuff as well. So there we go. Right. You just have a quick look around. Keep going. Just sounds horrible, that. Enough? More? Enough. Good. So, how are we going to get it up there? I have to wait for it. So, should we put the bolts back in with the spaces still where they are?
We can.
Do you want to take it? Do you want to pull it out?
Yeah. Why not?
Ready? Yeah! Yeah. And that's all she wrote. And this is one of the cars that we pick up, this Model T Ford. Gorgeous thing. Beautiful car. The trunk on the back. Apparently there's something wrong with the gearbox. The gearbox, is it, on this?
It's a special gearbox.
Yeah, that was the problem with it mechanically.
2 gear.
So,
Planet system.
get that. Yeah. Model T Ford. He's got some other stuff out here which is really nice. Just quickly show you. How about this leaping cat he's got? That's in front of the garage. Is that somebody made it with a mould? So I'll give you an idea how big that is. How could I say? Yeah, it's probably, well, it comes up to just above my waist. It's probably about, I don't know, 6 foot long. Beautiful, isn't it? I've seen anything like that before. And he's got a few cars out here as well. That's an old, oh sorry. Come on, focus. That's an old Russian type Land Rover. There's an old Jaguar, belongs to Chris Winter. He's trying to get rid of that, but they cost too much to rebuild, to restore. There's no money left in them, but I don't think he wants a lot for it. And he has a bunch of these. What are they? I don't know what they're called, 300s, I don't know, XJ40s. He has about 8 or 10 of them, or 12 of them, and he just uses them as bits cars. So there you go. But yeah, the Jag, I do like that. That is really neat. That would look great in my garden, but I think you'd want quite a bit for it. It's been beautifully made though. So, can't believe I actually bought this thing. Yeah, it's a little Trabant. The thing that really makes me laugh is it's got that spoiler thing on the back, which is probably, I think, the wrong way around. Not that it makes any odds. And it's even got a front spoiler on it. I mean, how crazy is that? 2-cylinder engine. Didn't they have one of these in the James Bond movie? Die Another Day or whatever, or Live and Let Die or whatever. Yeah, so it's a relic from the East, from when it was the USSR before the collapse of the Soviet Union. It's all fiberglass though. Anyway, it'll be a little fun project. We'll see. There you are. So there's the chassis underneath, covered up, and there's the body. Everything's off apart from the vents, but we'll leave them in because it's got to do some work around there. You can see there's like a brass vent goes in there. That's it. That's everything off. Where's it? Oh. There we go. All off. So there we go.